Howdy folks, Kerbo here, and we're back on No Creek Farms. About halfway through day 6 here in mid-autumn. And I'm over here on field 3. This has been a slow slog. But we've got fields 1, 2, and 4 done. We just have the beast now, field 3 to do. And what else has happened? I got tired of the slow climb on the hills in the combine. Now this looks the same, pretty much, but this is the TC5.90, whereas before I had the TC5060, I believe. So I did an engine upgrade in that one to the 5070, which was about 40 more horsepower. Still just was really slow once I got over here to field 3. So it doesn't look like much, but these hills are long. It was just a slog. So what I ended up doing, I sold one of my little tippers, and I sold the sprayer, which I don't use too often. Only used it once. And I traded back in the TC. I got this TC5.90, which is about 258 horsepower, I think. And it handles field 3 here, no problem. It's just a steady 4 miles an hour. Uphill or not. So I think it'll pay off in the long run. So we're not hurting for money now. We were in the negative balance for a while. Back up to 35. But we're down a sprayer and a tipper. But that's the way it goes. But I was about 20 some grand in the hole because of the loan payments. So we're in better shape now, both with the combine and the money situation. And this is my life now. Soybeans. Soybeans, soybeans, soybeans. Which will hopefully give us a nice payout next year. Trying to stay lined up on this row. I'm not sure how good of a job I'm doing. I've got the semi back there at the entrance to the field. Been tipping off into that. And it's just driving back and forth. That's pretty much it. It'd go until about 11 o'clock each night. In game here. And it'll probably take today and probably at least half of tomorrow to get field 3 finished off, I think. Let's pull up the forecast. We've got a couple more days and then the rain comes, and it's a lot of rain. Now unfortunately with the rain coming, it's going to be crunch time because I've got all the straw over there from the wheat on fields 1 and 2. So just as soon as I can get done harvesting, I need to sell this back to the dealer, get what money I can back from it, and then bale straw like a madman until the rain gets here. So that's kind of the plan. Lots of driving back and forth here in the bean field. But I think we're better off now rather than being 20 grand in debt. Got kind of a positive balance to help out. Now, which road do I want to drive down? I want to drive down this one. Perspective's a little strange here in the cab. I think we'll follow this road down. I just line up the middle of the wheel with whatever I'm following. So we'll try to keep on this course. So we got some breathing room now. Now we did lose the sprayer. But I'm thinking I'm losing money planting these big fields. Like I've been saying. So I'm not sure next year what we're going to plant. Or what the plan's going to be. We'll just have to play it by ear. But I'm thinking might just plant field 1 next year. And concentrate on hay. And building the herd up. Might even sell fields 3 and 4, or at least one of them. Haven't decided yet. and then buy that pasture land that's there southwest of the farm. So if I had that pasture land, I could really get my herd up to probably 60, 70 head, maybe even more. Then we might be running into limits on hay, so it's going to be a balancing act. But other than that, there's not a whole lot to update you on. Let's get an outside view. This harvester. Oh, and I'm leaving a string behind. I was following the wrong row. I couldn't even see that from the cab. I left a lot of soybeans behind. We'll get those at some point probably. But as you can see, this looks a lot like the same harvester. But it's the TC5.90. It's got a lot bigger engine in it. And the back wheels are different. It's got the big balloon tires on it rather than the treads. And it has a cover on the separator there. Whatever that thing's called. Rotating part. Other than that, it's pretty much the same combine. Same header still. Couldn't drive a bigger header. So we're just plodding back and forth here at 4 miles an hour. That's better than 1 or 2, which is what the other one was doing up these long hills. That was taking a long time. But we're good now. Still no GPS, unfortunately. This TC series just doesn't have that option. No GPS, no auto steer. So that's why I keep occasionally missing rows. It's hard to tell when you're in the cab here. It looked like I was lined up, but the road just goes underneath the ladder there and you never even see it. Just like that. So we get down here to the end. I'll probably go ahead and offload in the semi. And I may go ahead and run. I need to run at least a couple passes for room to turn around down here. Not exactly even. Let's wipe out. I've been just offloading when I'm down at this end. It's one time I forgot to. I got way up there at the north end of the field and was full. So I had to drive all the way back down here and offload. So even though we're just a little over 70% full here, go ahead and dump into the semi. There we go. I should have kicked it up a gear. Only go 9 miles an hour, I think, in second gear. So we got the wagon here. Be probably close to 40% full by the time we get done tipping. And while we're doing that, let me pull up the tablet. So we've got 110,000 liters of wheat. Current market price over 12 grand. So that's 2 fields worth. Not even paying for the seed and fertilizer. Soybeans, we've got 57,000 liters in the bin. And it's worth almost as much as the 110,000. And the price is going to go way up in the summer. So we'll see. I don't know if the beans are going to pay for themselves or not. The wheat, I'm sure, didn't pay for itself even after we sell straw bales. Wheat was a big waste of money. So I'm going to drive around the outside here, make a couple passes, because I need room to turn around. There's a couple little ditches here. Other than that, field 3 is pretty open. Stop at the cab again. This is kind of deceptive of where that edge is. There's a little bit of a ditch here. Not too bad. See if I can go all the way around to the northwest edge of the field and then back. That'll be our double, or at least over to the end here, where we'd be turning around. Yeah, see, I'm starting to miss some again. Gotta really get over to the edge. Might suck in some wildflowers with the beans. Yeah, this kind of sloped side over here, we really need to just open it up because we'll be coming down here and turning around. So I'll go around to the western edge of the field, I think. Somewhere over here there's a fairly deep washout. So I need to watch out for the washout. I don't remember exactly where that was. I was thinking it was over here in this corner somewhere. Over here we've been doing 5. I don't think I hardly ever did 5 with the other harvester. I think that might be what I was thinking of there. Oh no, here it is. It's coming up. See that big dip right there? Question is, I get across it. That would be a big old nope. Ah, don't tell me I got stuck. See, it looked okay with the beans. Now we got it. Just had to go back and forth a couple times. Oh wait, let's get across and we'll drop the header. There we go. Power through, there we go. Alright, back on track. So this is kind of the western edge over here. Find a way to turn around. I'll just take this chunk off here. Rip those out. There's another place you don't want to go. You don't want to get a wheel off in that. It's like 6 feet deep in some places of that ditch. It's a big washout. Trying to see in the mirror there where I'm going. I should be good, I think. There we go. Alright, didn't drop the hind off into the ditch. That's good. So let's just head back and we'll take a second swath out here where we need to do our turning. Then we'll be ready for tipping when we get back over to the semi. This side you can kind of tell if you're going to miss. It'll be shallow enough we can get across. There we go. It's not just your standard flat rectangular fields over here. I like a little bit of a challenge. Gives the steering wheel a workout. Did some experimenting with this chopped straw texture that the beans put down. And it looks like if you cultivate that in, it gives you one stage of fertilization. And it does that even on the wheat field because the bean texture is still there. The bean straw texture is still there. So the plan will be to cultivate that in, at least on the fields I'm going to plan on. Don't really need to take off two swaths here, but we're driving along here, so we might as well. So many soybeans. I hope it's all worth it next summer. I think soybeans get up near $500 per 1,000 liters. So I don't know what we're going to end up with. Hopefully more than I spent on seed and fertilizer. I didn't even track that. I kind of wish I had now. Might have to keep track of that next year and just do smaller. I think I got overextended this year. End up having to sell some equipment to get out of it. Which is not good. So I'm only 65% full, but I'm going to go ahead and tip, and then we'll head up and back, and the routine continues. I get in the truck here. There we go. So once again, we're around the 20-minute mark, and I am tipping into the semi over on field 3. So I'm going to keep plugging away at this, and then like I said, we're going to go great guns on the straw baling. So until next time, thanks for watching, and take care.